How you doing? Welcome to Change is Good. My name is Brian. In this video, we'll be hunting another $500 box of half dollars. We'll be looking for silver, proofs, NIFCs, varieties, mint errors, foreign coins, you name it. Let's do a live opening. All right. Nothing that looks too silvery on top. All right. Let's break into the rolls. We're on the first roll. We've got a pretty scarce variety. I'll see at the scope. Under the scope is a 1971 Denver. If you look at the letter I in the word N, you'll notice it's the older style font from the 1960s coins. And the lettering through here in the words in God is a little bit thicker than normal. The date also has a little bit extra thickness, and the number 9 has splitting on the outside right through here, and on the inside color right down through here. Over in the word trust, you can see a split here at the bottom left of the first T, the bottom left of the left leg of the R. There's a split down through here on the right leg of the R right through here, and around the curl through here. The U has a little bit of doubling right through here. There's a little notch here on the left serif of the T right there. If you go over to the Y in Liberty, you can see it has a pre-cut and running along the top of the Y right through here. That's one of the markers for this coin. This is DDO number 5 on Variety Vista. I believe this is the second example of this variety I've ever found, so pretty scarce one. Let's get back to it. We're on roll number 8 with our first NIFC of the box. This one's a 2008 Denver, mintage of 1.7 million. All right, let's keep going. We're on roll number 22. We have another NIFC. This time it's a 2004 Philadelphia with earmuffs or headphones. I can't decide. Mintage of 2.9 million. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 30. We have a variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have another 1971 Denver. This is a later stage die, so it's hard to see all the details. But the thickness of the lettering and the words in God is just a little bit thicker than usual. The top left of the I has a small step up here. The bottom left also has one as well. Over in the word trust, you can't really see any splitting, but you can see extra thickness here at the bottom of the R on both legs and the top of the U and the top of the T as well. If you go up here to the T in Liberty, you can see it's a little bit thicker than normal with widened serifs on both sides. Over here in the E in Liberty, you can just barely see where a notch is right here. This is DDO number 7 on Variety Vista, but it's very hard to tell it. Let's get back to the box. We're on roll number 31. We have another variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have the reverse of a 1973 Philadelphia. Notice the bottom serifs of the S's. See how they're rounded instead of being sharp on both sides? You can even see kind of a split right here on this one up here at the top right. Over in the word America, there are small notches in the bottom right corner of the lettering going all the way across. This is DDR number 2 on Variety Vista. It's the more difficult one to find of the two. Let's go back to the box. We're on roll number 32. We have another NIFC. This time it's a 2011 Denver, mintage of 1.7 million. But unfortunately, no earmuffs or headphones. We're now on roll number 34. We have another NIFC. This one's a 2004 Denver with a mintage of 2.9 million. A little dirty, but we'll take it. Let's keep going. We're now on roll number 41. We have another variety. I'll meet you at the scope. Here we have the reverse of a regular 1972 Philadelphia. Just notice the thickness of the lettering and how sharp the bottom serifs of the S's are. Remember that when you look at this. The lettering is noticeably thicker. The bottom serifs of the S's are rounded with splits down the middle of them on both sides. The word United is also quite a bit thicker than normal with notching in the lower right corner of all the letters. This is DDR number 1 on Variety Vista. Let's get back to it. We're on roll number 44. We have another variety. I'll see you at the scope. Here we have another 1971 Denver. Notice how thick the lettering is as well as the date. Over here on the letter I, there's a little notch here in the upper right. It should be a lot bigger than this, but it's been damaged. The upper left has a stepping effect right here, and the bottom is convex instead of being straight across. There's also a small notch here on the lower left of the N. Over here in the word trust, you can see extra thickness of lettering. There are small splits here at the bottom of the R on both legs. Bigger splits here at the top of the U. If you go up here to the letter T in Liberty, you can see it's quite a bit wider with split serifs on both sides. And if you go over here to the E in Liberty, you can see a pretty obvious notch right there. This is DDO number 8 on Variety Vista. Let's get back to it. We're on roll number 46. We have another NIFC. This time it's a 2007 Philadelphia, mintage of 2.4 million. That brings us to 5 NIFCs and 5 varieties. Will there be a tiebreaker? We're on the next roll. We have a minor mint error. Let's go to the scope. Here we have the reverse of 1972 Denver. As you can see, there's a die crack running from down here to the rays all the way up to the rim. This one looks really familiar. I think I found one just like this recently. Probably the same die. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on roll number 48. This time we have another NIFC. It's a 2008 Denver, mintage of 1.7 million. Well, NIFCs are in the lead. How long will it last? Not long at all. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a regular 1974 Denver. Just look at this example. And remember this when you look at this example. You see the difference? This is the FS 101 in the Cherry Picker's Guide, or DDO number 1 on Variety Vista. One of the most easily identifiable varieties you can find. 2 more rolls to go. Let's get to it. The last 2 rolls were a bust. Let's do a recap. At the end, it ended up being a tie. We got 6 NIFCs and 6 varieties, which were a 1971D, DDO number 5. That's a scarce one. 1971D, DDO number 7. 1971D, DDO number 8. 1972P, DDR number 1. 1973P, DDR number 2. And 1974D, FS 101. We also got one 1972D with a die crack. Now imagine I was only looking for silver, proofs, or NIFCs in this box. I would have had 6 finds only and no varieties. And not even this mint error either. That's why I scope. As always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, show me some loving. I appreciate all your support. And if you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you again. And remember, every coin has a story. And some of those stories involve earmuffs for some reason. I'll see y'all next time.